Welcome to El Donzo and Deez After Hours.
Let's have this let's have these saucy stories you got going on. Mom, plug your ears.
Okay, so while I'm doing this, where are you going?
I'm
I'm
drinking
gonna
my
type.
beer out of camera's view because mom's gonna kick my ass if she sees me drinking beer. I'm good.
Doing a little thingamabobber here. Oh, it didn't save, you son of a bitch. All right, I'll put it up later, I guess. So while I'm telling this particular story, and I may tell another one depending on how long we stay on here, but you think of something else to talk about. So,
Yes, sir.
as many people know, I used to work in the adult uh, entertainment industry. Started out as a bouncer, and then I was a DJ at a club local to the Central Illinois area. Two of them, actually. Yes.
And
Question you in the back, sir?
didn't you work up to being a Chippendale at a gay strip club?
No, eat a dick.
Sorry, go ahead, man. I'm sorry. I know. Go ahead.
So this particular club over on the Illinois River. I'm trying to type this out again. So, but anyway, I started out working like 3 nights and 1 day, and the 1 day that I worked was Saturday, and the day shift there was 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. And we used to have to do these 2-for-1, couch dance promotions
Mm-hmm.
every hour on the half hour, which was too much if you ask me. But anyway, but on Saturdays, all of them until I believe 4 o'clock were like half price. So
Yeah.
instead of, it was the 2 for $25, which I don't know what they cost these days, but back then 2 for $25 was a good deal. Anyway, so there was this guy, and if Dylan ever watches this, he'll love it because this is his favorite story, and I'll tell you why here in a minute. There was this guy that would come in every single Saturday, almost every single Saturday, let's put it that way. And he was usually there no later than 11:30 because the first promotion would be 12:30.
Okay.
He would come in, and I don't care if it was 85 in, July or 90 in July, or if it was 7 in February degrees temperature.
Right.
He would come in wearing sweatshorts.
Like with the drawstring.
Yeah, I don't know. I never looked close enough. They had a drawstring, and I'm not talking thick, warm, fleece-lined sweatshorts. I'm talking about those paper-thin fucking Walmart specials that, a little light breeze would go through them. So if it was February, he's got a big, bulky winter coat on and sweat shorts that didn't even go to his knees. They were almost like not quite 80s gym shorts, but kind of in between. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know where you're going. Yeah, I never caught people that dress like that myself, to be honest with you.
So he would come in usually between 11:30 and 12, and the first promotion was at 12:30. He would come in, sit down, usually towards the back, and then he's just kind of watching. And most of the girls that, and again, this is Saturday morning / early day. So let's just say that the typical talent pool in a strip club during day shift
Isn't the best.
not exactly the A squad, if you know what I mean. And the girls that had been around a while knew better. They wouldn't go anywhere near him. But the girls that, rent was due, they would go. And so sure as shit, one would sit down, he'd talk to him, and I'd call the old 2 for $25, and one would go in the back with him, and they'd do their little thing. And then when the dance was over, you'd see the girl come walking out, and then here come Sweatshorts dude. And I think he liked winter better because he would come out and either his shirt, he would wear long t-shirts. So either his shirt was pulled all the way out of his shorts down, or he'd be carrying his coat down there, basically covering up where he
Oh, gotcha. Where
yeah.
he had a premature emission.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it was premature for him or not, but there was definite emissions. Let's just put it that way.
So you,
So everybody called him Sweatshorts Guy. And then when I went to work at the club local to us, just north on 39 there,
yeah, yep.
I was in there one night, and I worked their day shift, which was like 4 p.m. to 10 or whatever. And I was sitting there, and all of a sudden he come walking in. I was like, "Holy shit, it's Sweatshorts Guy!" And the best part about that whole story is, I told my cousin Dylan this, and at the time Dylan worked at AFNI, and I don't remember where we were at, but I think we were either at a movie or a restaurant, and we're sitting there, and Dylan, he was like, "Hey, I know that guy. I work with him at AFNI." And I turned around and I looked. I was like, "Holy fuck!" I'm like, "Dude," I'm like, "You remember I told you about Sweatshorts Guy?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "That's him."
Him.
He's like, "What?" He's like, "That guy's married. Like, I see him smoking all the time." I'm like,
Yeah,
"Well,
most of them are.
he's
So,
doing more than grocery shopping on Saturday afternoons, let me tell you."
so let me tell you a story about old Nonzo and strip clubs. I don't really go to strip clubs. I have no desire to go to a strip club. Believe it or not, I don't. If you ask any woman I've known, um, I'm not like a make a pass type of guy. I never have been. I just have no desire to. But back in my younger days, I did frequent strip clubs, Kappa and Kenny, which
Kenny
was up
used to be a
39.
good time.
They used to be a good time. So we used to go there, and
I saw
I
that beer, by the way.
it's nice tea.
Oh,
Shut up,
oh, my
Dick.
bad.
Now my video is starting to cut out. So let's see if I can get this in here. So I remember going up and going to strip clubs when I was like 18, 19. You know what? I mean, my wife, she knew I was going out. She knew I was going there. Nobody cared. I didn't do anything, but I thought it was great. I thought it was absolutely awesome. Um, and then this stripper, I really wanted a bed dance or a couch dance. I think it was a bed dance I had up at Kenny you could pay, and I was really
Kenny was
excited.
beds, yeah.
Kenny was beds, and I was really excited about this. It was exciting, you know what I mean? And I never forget they had like this big fat dude with this beard down to here, right? Just this, you could tell he hadn't showered, and his face was all greasy. He'd eaten a steak or whatever they were serving there at the time, just nasty. And he comes out of a bed dance with her, and I know she had her boobies in his face, and I know he was, whatever he was doing. And she's like, "Okay, you're up," and I'm like, "No, I'm going home. No, I ain't doing this." It was just the cheap factor set in for me. Okay, it was like I don't want anything to do with this anymore. Like I'll go
Yeah.
home. I don't
I,
need this. So it became
so
one of those issues, you know.
I'm s- I'm sitting here, and I've got my laptop, and I'm running two monitors on
Yeah.
my Reaper machine. And as you're telling that story, I look over on the other monitor, and Facebook is up, but obviously there's no audio to it. And at the exact moment that I looked up, this is what I saw you do.
That's not what I did.
That's
That's not
exact.
what I. No, no, it's
I'm gonna
not
make.
what
Yes, it is. I am going to fucking cut that out and edit it into a
I did.
YouTube short. And
I did
no,
not.
no, you.
I
I
didn't do
swear
that.
to God, you had
No,
not a
I
full fist, but it. Yeah, it
I
was.
swear to God,
Yeah,
you're wrong.
no, I can't wait to cut that, edit it, and I'm gonna post that all over.
Yeah, I can't wait either because you're fucking wrong. It didn't happen.
No, it definitely happened. So one more thing I'll say, I've got even better stories, so to speak. But one thing I'll address is that back in the day when I did this, everybody used to always say, "Oh my God, you got the greatest job in the world. You work in a strip club or whatever." No, no, no. It's like trying to to wrangle cats because now don't get me wrong. Occasionally there were perks to the job, but for
Right.
the most part, it was just babysitting a bunch of drunk bitches,
Yeah.
and it's not fun. The drama and just like chasing them down for missing stage, and then one of them's bitching to me about another one, and she did this, she stole my customer, blah blah blah. It was more stressful than it was fun.
Oh, I can only imagine. I mean, you take that many women at that age, and you get them naked and get alcohol in them. I wouldn't
And
look.
drunk, yeah, and
Yeah, I
high and
mean,
everything else.
women are enough of a pain in the ass as it is. You put like 10 of them together.
Yep.
Who wants to deal with that shit? I mean, you had
Yeah,
your work cut out
wasn't
for you,
fun
is
at
all
all.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, it's
For
like being a
every
everybody thinks it's great to be a gynecologist until that one chick comes in with some issues, and it's like, dude, it's like, yeah, you don't want to, no, it's like working in porno. It's the same thing as serving ice cream all day, and everybody goes, oh, it's great because you can have all the ice cream you can eat. You know what? After about 3 or 4 days, you want no more fucking ice cream. You're sick of it. You're
Yep.
done with it. That type of thing.
So, with that being said, you are,
I'm El Donzo.
and I'm Deez, and we'll catch you next time, folks. Thanks for tuning in. See
Catch
ya.
you on the flips.